So then looking at this upcoming one here, we got the Jaguars and Colts, another divisional, rivalry game. The Jaguars, when they weren't very good, still had the Colts number. This is just one of those, they're basically kryptonite for the Colts, unfortunately. I know this is at Lucas Oil, but again, and I love Anthony Richardson as a prospect. I think Anthony Richardson is going to end up being a potential star down the road. I don't think it starts week one. I think he has some serious issues. You talk about Trayvon Walker. You talk about Josh Allen. You got your guy Andre Sisco in the secondary. I mean, there are guys all over that defense that I am concerned about. And there are guys that I didn't even mention, and like Devin Lloyd. And I just think this is a recipe for disaster week one for Anthony Richardson. It's almost like you should be starting Gardner Minshew against his former team, see if maybe there's a revenge factor there. But I'm not going to hate anytime you start a rookie. I Bleav in getting the rookie's feet wet. Let him fail and let him learn from this. But I don't think this is going to be great. There's no Jonathan Taylor. You're going to be relying on likely a rookie running back, who I like in Evan Hull, but still, I just don't feel like this is a great situation. And I think the Jaguars, they're feeling themselves right now. They just got Calvin Ridley in the building. They traded for him last year. People forgot he was on the roster, and now I think he's going to be their best receiver. So a lot to like on the Jaguars. Your guy Tank Bigsby could even have a role in this offense. He had a really good preseason, so watch out for the Jaguars. I have them win this division, and we'll see what happens with the playoffs, how far they can go. But this is a good football team, and they were the Colts kryptonite before when they were a bad football team. So I'll take the Jaguars in likely a blowout here.
Okay, yeah, and likely a blowout. I'll go two touchdowns, Jake, as well. I think when things can get ugly, I'll just say 2 touchdowns and probably more, but it'll be a 2-touchdown game. Jake, maybe even 3, right? You talked about blowout, just 21 and call it a day. I think Doug Peterson's going to be the reason why. Doug Peterson's an excellent coach, and you think about great coaches when it comes to teams that aren't as great. You have a rookie quarterback, you dominate them. You get those easy wins because on the back end, we talked about this, wild card time comes, you have those wins in the bag. If you have injuries that come up, it's okay because you dominated those teams early on in the season. Start fast is really important, and so I do think the Jags are going to take this one away. You got to talk about Andre Sisco. I think he's going to be my sleeper for this one. Jake, Syracuse guy as well. You talk about Anthony Richardson being a rookie quarterback. I think if you're a DB for the Jaguars, you're licking your chops. Like, hey, this guy, he can do backflips. He can throw the ball 100 miles an hour. But can he be accurate? Right? Can he put the ball where you need it to be? Can he score a touchdown? So. I think if I'm Andre Sisco, I'm licking my chops for sure. I'm going to make sure that I disguise, right? If I'm that Jaguars defense, I show one thing, but actually present the other. So I think that's really important. Etienne, Jake, I'm really looking forward to seeing him get active. Just that backfield. We talked about Tank Bigsby, just clicking on all cylinders. So this Jags team is looking dangerous. The Colts, though, we talk about Anthony Richardson, Zaire Franklin. I got to shout him out, another Syracuse guy. Emerging in the NFL and as a linebacker. So the Colts have their hands full, Jake. They have their hands full with the Jaguars, but the Jaguars win this one, I think, by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I have to say, I have them win 7 games. I think it'll get better, but I think early on, they are signing up for the growing pains here with Anthony Richardson, and that's okay. I think it's going to get better, and that's what I'll say about that.